Hey everyone, today we're diving into a really fascinating idea. What if you could say almost anything you wanted to, but using a vocabulary so small it could practically fit on a single piece of paper?
I mean, really think about that for a second. Could you get all your thoughts, your needs, your big ideas across with such a tiny number of words? It sounds pretty much impossible, doesn't it?
Well, believe it or not, that's the exact number of words in a system called Basic English. And we're not talking about just any 850 words. This is a super carefully selected list of the essentials, designed to be a complete but simple tool for communication. It's like the entire English language got distilled down to its most powerful core.
And the point was never to dumb down English, not at all. The real goal was to create this really clear, accessible version of the language that could act as a bridge between different cultures, to make talking to each other internationally way easier for everyone involved. But how can a system with so few words actually be so powerful? Well, to really get it, I think we need to see it in action. So for this explainer, we're going to put just one of those 850 words under the microscope. And that word is probable. Yep, this one right here officially made the cut for the Basic English 850 list. So the big question is, what makes it so essential?
All right, so let's break this word down and really figure out why it earned its place as like a cornerstone of this whole simplified language. Okay, so at its heart, probable just means there's a high chance of something happening. It's a really powerful and honestly efficient way to talk about likelihood without needing a bunch of extra complicated words. Check out this sentence, for example. We're not saying the weather is the definite cause, 100%, but we are saying it's the most likely one. That single word, probable, it carries all this nuance and possibility at the same time. It does a lot of heavy lifting for us. You know, one of the best ways to really wrap your head around a word is to look at it from all sides, not just what it is, but also what it isn't. This is what really defines the word's boundaries. So a key synonym is likely. That makes total sense. But it's the antonyms, words like improbable and unlikely, that really sharpen the focus. Knowing its opposite makes its actual meaning completely unmistakable. And this one root word is also surprisingly flexible. You can adapt it to probably to talk about an action, or you can use more and most probable to compare how likely things are. It's that flexibility that is absolutely key to why it's so useful. So, we've taken a pretty close look at probable, but let's zoom back out for a second. What does this one word really tell us about the bigger idea of basic English and, well, the power of keeping things simple? Probable wasn't chosen by accident, not by a long shot. Just like every other word on that list, it was picked specifically for its usefulness and its clarity. It represents a fundamental idea, likelihood, that we just need to express all the time. It's a precision tool for communication. And that brings us to the real takeaway of this whole explainer. Simplicity is not a limitation. It's a superpower. Having a small, powerful vocabulary where every single word counts can actually lead to clearer, more effective communication than having a huge vocabulary you don't use precisely. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. The next time you're explaining something that's kind of complicated, try thinking about this basic English principle. What's a complex idea that you could make way clearer just by choosing simpler, more powerful words?